impossible that's what you said.
No, would never say that. Like, there's no place for that in our league. Wouldn't say that.
So even though you can't remember, you know that that was not what you said.
I know it wasn't that because I wouldn't use that type of language.
Okay.
Sentiments of this kind are contrary to the principles of inclusion and respect that form the foundation of our diverse, multicultural, and multi-ethnic league. They simply have no place in the NBA. Effective immediately, I am banning.
Explosive reports just dropped. Brittney Griner has been yanked from the WNBA, and the reason? It's flipping the entire league upside down. Word is, a batch of leaked medical records started spreading online, barely even 24 hours out there, and they supposedly showed that Brittney was born male.
Start off with the Mercury. Thank you so much, everybody with the Phoenix Mercury organization. All the hard work, long hours, everything that y'all did to for me, my wife, my family, getting me back home, being there, supporting me, letting me know that I wasn't alone. It means everything to me, to everybody. Vince, Bryce, Jim, coach, everybody, the players. It goes all the way down to the people that keep this building running.
And just like that, poof, her name vanished. No suspension, no press conference, just wiped out like she was never there. The WNBA didn't say a word, no warning, no heads up. Fans are losing it. Some people are calling it finally the truth. Others are shouting they're erasing her. But behind the scenes, Brittney's furious.
And pioneers of the game, like Earl Lloyd, Chuck Cooper, Sweetwater Clifton, the great Bill Russell, and particularly Magic Johnson, I apologize.
Yes. Insiders say she's blaming none other than NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. All the rumors folks used to whisper about her voice, her build, even that Russian prison time, they're now being passed around like solid proof. And here's the crazy part. People who used to ride hard for Brittney.
With Brittney Griner in the midst, people are actually speculating, hey, this probably really could have happened because a lot of people believe that Brittney Griner is not a female. A lot of people believe that Brittney Griner is the first male to play in the WNBA.
Total silence now, like they vanished too. But this ain't looking like a snap decision. This feels calculated, like the WNBA had this whole exit plan ready way before the internet exploded. So if you think this is only about gender, you're missing what's really going down, because whatever the WNBA tried to bury, they might have just dug up themselves. Everything went wild after that clip of Caitlyn went viral. It was supposed to be about some heated trash talk, but things flipped quick. Suddenly nobody cared about the game. All eyes turned on Brittney. People online saying she doesn't even belong in this league. Then boom, a blurry screenshot shows up on Reddit. No name, no proof, just a grainy crop claiming to be her medical file. Said Brittney was born male and transitioned early. That one fuzzy post, it exploded across social media like it was the holy grail of secrets. Folks grabbed it and ran wild, calling it the proof they've been waiting on since 2013. The league, dead silent. They didn't shut it down, didn't issue a statement, nothing. Instead, everything just started disappearing. Her name got yanked from the All-Star voting. Her jersey, gone from the team shop. Her face, scrubbed off the WNBA's homepage. It was like she'd never even played. Then the whispers started. Internal review, eligibility under question. And just like that, Brittney was off the roster. And guess who popped up in the rumor mill? Adam Silver himself. Word is, he saw the same files that leaked, and instead of handling it behind closed doors, folks say he gave the go-ahead to cut her loose. Here's the wild part. People aren't even asking if the leak was real anymore. They're asking why the league waited this long to move on something they clearly knew was coming. Because let's be real, this didn't feel like damage control. This felt like someone flipped the final switch in a long-played plan. And get this, the whole leak drama, it didn't start with the Reddit post. That was just the match. The fire? It had been building for years. When things blew up, the silence said everything. That quiet? It gave Reddit sleuths, TikTok investigators, and every conspiracy channel out there the green light to go full detective mode. Suddenly, old interviews, press clips, even grainy photos from years ago were getting dissected frame by frame. And what did the WNBA do? Absolutely nothing. They sat back, watched it burn, and didn't say a single word. This is the same league that put Brittney front and center during Pride Month, celebrated her comeback from Russia like it was a movie premiere. Just look at this clip. She was a poster girl for the league. But now, the same folks who hyped her up are acting like they never knew her. All they had to do was keep quiet just a little bit longer, and this whole thing might have stayed buried. But now that this leaks out in the open, people aren't just talking about Brittney's identity. They're digging into who knew what and for how long. What were the WNBA and NBA really hiding? At first, everyone pointed fingers straight at the WNBA, but then one name kept floating to the surface: Adam Silver. Insiders say once that medical file started making the rounds, Adam stepped in quick. Not because she broke rules, not because of league policies, but because the whole situation looked bad. Sponsors were sweating, fans were fighting, and the league's new golden girl, Caitlin Clark, was catching heat for drama she had nothing to do with. People inside say Silver didn't want this blowing up during All-Star Weekend. Word is he told the execs to make it disappear, fast. And when the WNBA says handle it quietly, that means drop her with zero noise, no statements, no headlines, just gone. It wasn't about what Brittney said, it was what she represented. A scandal the NBA didn't want to touch. Let's not get it twisted. Adam Silver runs everything. Player conduct, sponsorships, long-term league plans. He's not just some background name. And the fact this all went down during a record-breaking season, that wasn't a coincidence. It was a full reset, a fresh start. And Brittney, she didn't fit the new image. He even admitted that some of the league's partners were getting cold feet, questioning if they still wanted to be tied to the brand. If you missed that part, here's the clip. So while the public was still debating if the leak was even real, Adam was already making moves behind the scenes. Brittney got pulled from WNBA press events like she was never supposed to be there in the first place. And we've all seen her walk out of those interviews before, so maybe they thought she wouldn't care. But insiders are saying she didn't even get a heads up. She found out the same way everyone else did when her name disappeared from the league database. And let's be real, if Adam had nothing to do with it, wouldn't he have said something by now? Wouldn't he be distancing himself? But nah, he's been quiet, too quiet, which has fans thinking this wasn't just removal, it was erasure. Now word is Brittney's gearing up for legal war. Her lawyers are on deck and they're eyeing a wrongful removal case, especially if the league used private medical info that never should have been out there. Let's not forget, when she joined the league, she cleared every eligibility test they gave her. But let's get one thing straight. Nowhere in that leaked document does it actually say born male. That part, people filled in on their own. And even if it were true, guess what? That still wouldn't break a single WNBA rule. The league doesn't ask for gender tests. They've never required proof of biological sex. Hormone levels? Not even part of the checklist. Here's what is in the WNBA's eligibility rules. Meet the age, skill, and draft requirements. That's it. So how did things spiral like this? Fans are starting to believe this leak wasn't about truth. It was a hit job. A setup designed to make Brittney look fake. And once the league tried to quietly sweep it under the rug, fans did what they do best. They pulled receipts. And what they uncovered? This isn't just about Brittney Griner. It's about how the league treats any player who doesn't fit their picture-perfect image. People instantly brought up Liz Cambage, who called out racism. And instead of being heard, she got slapped with the problem player label. She even tried to explain herself in interviews like this one, but it didn't change the outcome. She was pushed out. Then there's Skylar Diggins-Smith, who played through injuries, had a baby, and still got ghosted by her own team, with no explanation. These stories aren't random, they're a pattern, and fans are wide awake now. Clips of Brittney started resurfacing. Interviews where she looked uncomfortable, zoned out, or straight up walked out mid-question, like this one here. People saw it differently this time. They saw someone being left out, shut down, and thrown aside. Meanwhile, the league was busy putting Caitlin Clark on every banner, in every ad, and behind every headline. Before her rookie year was even done, she was the league's shining star. The difference was loud. Griner was painted as too much. Clark? Packaged as just right. That contrast didn't sit right with a lot of fans, especially the ones who'd been riding for Brittney since day one. They started asking the real questions. Why are players like Griner expected to carry the weight during tough times only to be kicked to the curb once someone easier to market comes along? One viral post broke it down perfectly. This won't end well for the WNBA. And honestly, the silence from the league is only making it worse. They haven't made a statement, haven't shut down the rumors, haven't explained why Brittney suddenly disappeared from the roster. And the longer they stay quiet, the louder the word cover-up gets. Because if this really was just a simple decision, where's the transparency? Where's the accountability? The truth is, if Brittney Griner makes her next move, it might shake the entire foundation. She's already lawyered up, and if she's planning to fight back, this could get ugly for the league. And make no mistake, if they thought she'd bow out quietly, they forgot exactly who they were dealing with. Brittney's not walking away, and if she's going down, she's not going alone. Like, subscribe, and stay locked in. We've got more coming, and this story's far from over.